Yes, I need to get to Ghostgate Shrine.
Oh, thank you for removing the extra options.
Hmm?
Thank you for removing the extra options.
Something
What do you mean?
could understand. It is located within the ghost fence. We'll pass through the ghost gate and head northeast. Here, I'll mark Ghost Gate on your map, so even an idiot can't get lost.
Hello everyone, welcome on in. Let me see, I should have some of that to go in. All right, welcome on in, lovely to see you. Amelie, welcome back. Prof, hello. Secor, working on your assignment, 2,000 words. You can do that. I stream, by the time the stream is done, your assignment should be done too. Who's fighting? I don't know, Amelie, who's fighting? People are fighting. Voig knows. New hair. Duh, I straightened it. I'll tell you the whole story. Normally my hair is wavy and the waves wouldn't stay, and I was like, well, you don't want to be wavy? Fine, be straight. And so now it's straight until I wash it. That was the story of my hair. I know it's fascinating. If you have questions, I was gonna say don't hesitate, but do hesitate. That's about all I have to say about my hair. I should give you, there we go. A little bit of music in the background. Right. I hope you're doing great. The plan for today, well, I was a little bit indecisive, and when I don't really know, I just go, I'll ask the chat. That's how it works. I'll tell you my conundrum. Last week we did the Corsair playthrough, and there were issues with the game, and I fixed them. And so during the week, like, I really wanted to play, and I did record maybe 2 or 3 episodes for the Let's Play, which is fine. Now I have a few episodes ahead, so I don't have to worry if I can't record one week. But then because I'm ahead with the Let's Play, I can't really play it now. It just wouldn't be fun. Like, if you follow the Let's Play, then in a month you'll go, hang on, I've seen that, I was there, so that's not fun. So we're not doing that. 2 things that we are going to do today, 1 or 2, either both, we'll see how it is. When we were playing last week, we took Olin as a companion with us, and there were a couple of things that I wanted to change. I've been fishing, Emily. I've recorded that. Spoiler, it's a whole episode looking for a fishing pole. It's as epic as you can imagine. And I did get my first fish. It was super exciting, and then I cooked it, and then I burnt it. It's a massive spoiler right there. But you did ask. Fishing is amazing. I knew that, like, even without having played the mod, I knew it was amazing. But it is confirmed. Completely amazing, very fun, and I'm looking forward to getting all different types of fish, having some trophies, and feeling like a pro fisherman. So we have first option, improve all-in. There's a couple of things we wanted to change, in particular. That's a lot of modified cells. Yeah, because we put a Kaguti to hunt. I haven't looked. This is a mod that was the first Morrowind Madness that I did ever. With modders, like, we didn't know each other. We just sort of made a team, and that was fine. But none of us had any sort of experience with the event. At the time, it was 3 mods in 3 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. Does that sound right? We've done Olin. We've done the Dwemer Society. Sorry, no. It was 4 mods in 4 weeks. That's how crazy it was. So Olin was done in 1 week. At the time of the competition, we were 3 active modders. There were 3 of us working on that. And then I don't think I've updated it since then, really. So right now I see that some of the cells, like, they look dirty, and I'm a little bit surprised. I mean, okay, most of them have something, which is good. Olin's home. That's what we noticed last time, that the room in particular In particular, this print looks especially horrible here. Really. I can't stand it. Now you have a spoiler what it looks like when you've completed every Redoran quest. You have a little memento for every single quest. But we're not there yet. The bad, we agreed, is not so bad. There's a few things. Oh, the screen, I'm sorry. Why don't I have the screen? Thank you, thank you, thank you. What do I want? I want to show the display capture. Here we go. No, you weren't in the, you were in the wallpaper desktop thing. There it is. Sorry guys, thank you for telling me. Were you so patient thinking she'll realize it's not her first time modding and streaming. She knows. No. Thank you for telling me. That's why the end of that madness had things like dark, scathed, incomplete, kill that last crab, small and pointless. I was honestly for that particular madness, our team finished second after the team at the time that was Drunken Mud Crab, Murlord, Greatness. There's a fourth and fifth, I forgot. Like it was a super powerful team, and I was super happy that we finished second. And also, I feel all our 4 mods were complete and not tiny. I mean, this is a companion. He doesn't have tons of dialogue, but he has quite a bit. I've given him a house. I added a few scripted features. In Margan, we built a whole... No? What did I call it? What did I call it? Private room? Yes. We built a whole... I built it. But we built a whole casino sort of thing. So you arrive in that room, and it's not tiny, right? You arrive in that room, there's some gambling happening. To be fair, now we have way better assets. I think Tsunomix made the cards. These I had made from my board game mod. And the thing that was the most difficult? Oh. Where did we get that asset from? Maybe we made it. Huh, I had forgotten that we had an actual dartboard in there. Yeah, this is what I'm the most proud of. This is Quama Forager Racing. So the Quama each have their color. I modified those models, right? And they race to the cabbage, and you can bet. You talk to the Khajiit to bet. There's also a fight happening in there, and you can bet also on the fights. Like, it was quite a lot for 1 week, even though it was a team effort. Ooh, I see some of my board games here. Yeah. So there's a lot for it, and the other 3 mods, the Dwemer Society is massive. The museum is huge. You can collect things. Lots. I felt it was a lot. What else did we do? The 3rd week or 4th, I forgot, was Blood Moon and 6th House. And I like the dungeon that we did. At that time I was like, I don't want to do any dialogue, so everything was scripted to have pop-up messages to tell a story with the environment. Tsunomix made some nice models for us. I like that. Anyway, that's one of the things we can do today. There was a lot of burnout in those days. There was a lot. And that's why really a lot of mods were unfinished or never looked at again. 6 years later, I am looking at this mod. Only because I played it again and I saw a few things I wanted to change. That's it. That's all it takes. The second thing that we can do today is I'd like to keep on working on my mod list. The name still needs to be determined. I don't know. And the next section is actually one of my favorite. It's the car gen and the leveling mods. Maybe I should say leveling mods. That would consist of mod shopping and then installing the mod and writing down the instructions here. No, you only get 1L from me. Only 1L from me. That's the way it is. So, I don't know. Oh, and the other thing that I would like to do with All-In, once I fixed a couple of things that I wrote down, I was thinking, that's what you can see here. I have had a little chat with, too big, with OpenAI, ChatGPT. I told him about All-In and he told me imagine things, and I said, well, no, there's this and that. So in this conversation, ChatGPT has a good idea of who All-In is, and I would like to improve All-In's dialogues, which is really look at what I have in the mod, ask ChatGPT if it can do better, and then modify it and put things in the mod so it's better. If we're super inspired, give All-In an extra personal quest. He already has a personal quest, but you know, yes, All-In is a gambling addict. That's why it's here. It's for his quest. So, do you have a preference between straight out modding and or building a mod list, particularly looking at car gen and leveling mods, basically deciding which ones we want for the ultimate Morrowind list? That doesn't exist. It's a myth. It's a myth that people in the community believe in, like they really do believe in it. But building a mod list, is that Amalie, you speak for everyone? You checked with everyone? Mod list it is. All right. Okay, here's what I want to do in the mod list. That's part, I'm sorry, but that's part of the car gen. We have to be able to choose hair and faces. I already put, I believe, in my fixes. Hey Variel, welcome on in. In my fixes, I already put Wesley's faces refurbished because I personally cannot stand vanilla faces. I believe I mentioned it's not in the fixes. No. Did I put it in the core mod? I wouldn't be surprised. I did put it in the core mod. It's so important for me to not have vanilla faces. So I did put it in my guide that I won't play without them. That being said, Morrowind Bodies Reimagined is so good. It's so good, honestly, that I would... How do I just... There we go. You can't... There we go. It is so good of a vanilla, close to vanilla mod for the aesthetic. I like it. I don't use it personally because I also have tons of clothing mod. Like with armor, you can get away with the armor that doesn't fit exactly the body, because the armor effectively replaces the body. Like when you equip the cuirass, the body doesn't show anymore. It's replaced by the cuirass. However, with clothing, it is put on top of the body. That's why we have lots of clipping if you don't have something that matches. And while I really like those, the boobs are a lot smaller than better bodies. And it's not that I particularly like my female NPCs to have big boobs. I really do prefer this. But with clothing, then there's a gap between the clothes and the body, and that doesn't look pretty. So I'm using Better Bodies because it works with all the clothing mods that I like. But this one, I considered it for a very, 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 very long time, and I might still switch over to this one. But it is there, and also I like this one. To be honest, when you have intelligent textures or Morrowind enhanced textures, the faces are also improved. And then there's Caleb's faces. There's quite a few options for vanilla-like faces. The problem is the hair. I'm gonna comment on it. That's what I'm gonna say. No, that's not it. Definitely not it. I did realize, because remember a couple of weeks we worked on this, and we did publish it together, didn't we? I have a version 2.0 coming up, but I have to redo the face and body, the face replacer, and I'm running out of gas on this one. But anyway, when I was working on this, I realized that some of the hair, if not to say a lot of the hair from Wesley's Faces Refurbished, I absolutely cannot stand. Actually, I should be able to show you. Just remind me to not save anything. Shady Smuggler, also known as Guinea Pig. You are now a female. And I think it's particularly the dark elf female hair that I can... This. Like, the shape of it, I'm fine with it. I don't need extra sophisticated hairdos in Morrowind. In fact, that wouldn't work, but I can't... The texture there, And I think it appears like a couple of times even. So this is fine. This I can accept, fine. More is the same as before. This is fine. That's fine. That's really more than fine. I like that very much. That's I don't need more complicated than that, or you know, more beautiful than that. Ashlander style, no problem, no problem. This, on the other hand, I'm fine with it too, but on the other hand, it feels so HD compared to the other hair. We're back to the very basic, acceptable, no can do. You can't, okay, I feel a bit better. And I remember people saying that they could not stand the hair in Wesley's plugin-less replacer. And I looked at them again, and I think I prefer them. So option 13 is like, this is... I understand that for a purist, this is the same we had, and there's a couple of them that are repeated as well, that's fine. This is the second time we see it, that's fine. That's more than fine, that's fine. See, like... Some are great, some are fine, some I can't do. I used Tew's hair with Wesley. What do you mean Tew's hair? Which one? Oh! If I search for hair, am I gonna find it? Or we're gonna do a little differently. We're gonna go like that. Vanilla flavored hair. Well, now that I came this way. There it is. That's fine. Yeah. Can do. Yeah. Okay. Some of them are a little too vanilla for me, but it's definitely better. I love this one. That was my favorite. just improving the textures there. Yeah, for me that's definitely better than the ones that come with Wesley's faces refurbished, which is fair because the lease is an older model. The lease is a much older. It's merchless. The lease is like way back when. They focused really on the faces. That was the primary focus. Okay. I'm gonna add this one straight away. Was it US or UK spelling? UK. By Jule. I think I'm using heading 2. It's been a while. Yeah, heading 2. All right, we can download it immediately and see if there's any sort of instructions. Thanks for this. I had seen it, but completely overlooked it because at the time I was using Wesley's plugin-less replacer. I still like the hair. I'll have to look again. The truth is, I was like, maybe I should cook up. I do have this, right? Maybe I should cook up my own vanilla hair, plugin-less hair replacer, and I started working on it. Here. Please don't open with GIMP or anything. I want you to open with something. There we go. Very quick. Thank you. So I started comparing the hair from Wesley Refurbished and the vanilla hair to decide if they fitted nicely. And then I was like, okay, all right, this is vanilla, this is refurbished, this is plugin-less. And in some cases, I preferred, like, I have no problem with this one. I think it's fine and it's a good fit for the vanilla one. I started doing all the races. It's gonna take a while. And also, let's finish what we started. But for the time being, that's what we want. Let's see if we have special install instructions. Yes, we want to select Tamriel data and vanilla. Let me take a look. Yeah, we're fine. I do like the pretty NPCs as well. Okay, I want to go back here and here. It's been forever since I did anything. How did I do it? Oh, that's how I did it. No, that's not how I did it. That's how I did it. It's been a while. There we go. Good. That's one that's added. Let's merge. Caution. So hair and faces, we already have Wesley refurbished, but I am going to add my own Wesley prim and proper for sure. so that I can choose more. I don't think I will necessarily recommend the replacer. I think the replacer is too much for a lot of people. Like, even if you like pretty faces, Wesley's are, you know, like the actual faces from the master hair pack and head pack, very, very pretty. So for hair and faces, maybe that's enough. We could maybe add Mel's hair. But I think that's enough for hair and faces options, frankly. We already have the vanilla ones replaced. With prim and proper, we have tons more option. I'm not sure I will put Mel. I think it's a bit overboard. I do like a lot of the faces and the hair, but I don't think they are for everyone. Makeup is the color is a bit off. Yeah, and I think like with prim and proper, there's in the first version there's like 3,000 different models, and in the second version that I will publish as soon as possible, I've actually allowed more options. So I haven't added faces. I was quite happy with the removing the most offending tattoos, but I've added hair. I was really strict with the colors, but looking at the vanilla hair and faces, like I saw that the Imperial also had ginger hair, the Dunmer had quite a lot of brown hair, so I've done it over again. So the new version will have even more. I don't think we need Mel. The new version is also going to include the Korean hair that Wesley converted from the Oblivion mod to Morrowind. So hair and faces, I think that's enough. Do tell me if there's a mod that you actually, there is one that I like. I really do like it. It's Callian's nameless hair, but I kind of doubt. Yeah. It's not on the Nexus, it's on Morrowind Modding History, but right now it's down. The only way to download things is to get a hit with the way back machine. And so far with my list, I have tried to avoid using, I have not used anything from Morrowind Modding History. Hey, Detail Devil, welcome on in. And occasionally I have made a separate download for smaller mods. So that's it. Hair and faces, that's what I want to do. I do want to add some races. The first one that I think is going to be fine even for not entirely purists, but a little more easygoing, lower friendly people. It's Wesley's half races. But is it here? That's another one. And I think it's not even on the Morrowind Modding History, it's on Fligity website. Yeah. It's on Fligity website, which is even harder to get. But I don't know, guys, how do you feel about race mods? Do you sometimes use them? Do you never ever use them? You can't access Morrowind Modding History without a VPN? I don't know that the VPN, without the VPN, you don't have the TR, okay, time real data, they do add a lot already, it's true. You never use the race mods anymore, but I do like the half races, I really do. Let me show you. No, it is on the Morrowind modding history. Yeah, I did play a rat race once, and that was once, but it was funny. And I wouldn't include you know, the wackier races like you're a bat, you're a monkey, because there are some of those. But half races, you know, they're hybrids. So that would be, I think that's the stone elf, which is half Dunmer. Stone elves, dark elves, and wood elves. And I'm like, why, you know, why wouldn't they? The female wood elves are pretty, so why not? Half orcs also makes complete kind. I mean, that's part of the accepted lore in a fantasy settings. Sun elves, Redguard, and Altmer. You see those? I don't know, unless you're extremely purist. Hey Faris, welcome on in. Unless you're extremely purist, I don't think that these are bad. I think they're fairly lore friendly. I mean, they are. Like, I also have used Wesley Golden Saint. The Golden Saint is so pretty. There's not many half races. Fair enough, just 4. Sun elves, half orcs, stone elves, half orcs, sun elves, just 3. That's it. There's just 3. Hashbay, welcome on in. You finished some stuff. Good, good. But like, is it really impossible to imagine that a dark elf or a Dunmer and a Bosmer? It's just murders, all of them. I'm going to include that one. I'm including it. They are technically okay. Can you tell me the? I'm still going to put it there as an option. I mean, I've already said that people can skip the mods. Not installing a mod is not going to break the mod list. This is one of my favorite aspects. Thank you. A non-racist Dunmer impossible? Some of them are not. But I would be very curious to get the gist, the gist of the lore. Not because I need convincing, like I take it at face value, but because I'd like to know. So what we're gonna do... I'm gonna let you download, and I'm going to leave it there. One is with underwear and... no, I don't think that's what it was. Do we want the X or not? If you have the expansion or the GOTY version, use this ESP instead of the ESP without an X. So we do want the X. Okay. Now I'm thinking, for the time being at least, I'll put that on the drive. These are the mods that I've put on the drive because otherwise they wouldn't be available. We have a link here. The in-game book Racial Philology says children are the mother's race, but may have some minor trait from the father. You could add what you want in your mod list, but it's minus 10 Amali points. Poof, that's a hefty price for a mod that I really like, and I'm still going to put it there. Again, none of them are must-have. If they are must-have, I do indicate it, but none of those are really must-have. That's all I actually want for the races. Is no? Yeah. Okay, let's see which ones are actually available mod categories. Which ones are actually available on the Nexus, because I don't want to put tons of mods that are not mine on the drive. I mean, I'm not stealing it and I'm not making money out of it, but still. This technically I shouldn't do that. This one I did make a modification. This one is very hard to find, so I'm doing everybody a favor. Quick car, I do like, oh, it's here. Why was I thinking of quick car? Why, oh, why, oh, why? I thought of something, I was wondering which, oh, I know what I want to do with that. Okay. All right, let me catch up with you. It's about biological differences, like your IL don't expect half-breeding between two complete different species. So elves are the same race, but men are different, and beast people are more different than elves and men. Why have one mod when you could have all of them? I used to have all of them. I used to have like 20 mods for races and everything. In fact, we're not gonna look for them. I have made a very thorough search for races that I use them for a mod. You're not a race. Oh, because it's races classes. Okay. This actually is one that I want to add. It was not out when I started the mod list. I want this one. Playable Malmer. Take a look at it. See, skeleton race. I am not going to include the skeleton race. You're using respect. I think it looks great. Like many people, I've used these races are more fun for the longest time, or sometimes nothing. To be honest, I like to switch things up, but that looks really good. None of that. None of that. Though I hear this is a really nice mod. I'm guessing this is basically a module from Morrowind Rebirth, most likely. I use one that changes race's power, so all passive skills so my lizard brains don't get to use them. This is a cute one. Really nice mod, I'm told. I'm told. That's the race I used to play as a rat, which was fun. No, I think we have enough. Like, it's not like a bad mod. From what I remember, it's fine. It has mostly the same stats as the Khajiits. It has a couple of faces and hair, but with Tamriel data, we do get already... Oh, I know the one that I liked. Of course, the Khajiit diversity, also by Wesley. Like, Wesley made a newer version. I really like Khajiit diversity. And it's prettier than the Tamriel rebuilt one. Might have to add it. Is that another 10 Amali point lost? I do like it, simply because the faces, you know, and the body are in line with the rest of the faces and body. I follow some Grum sharing graph AI generated. There were some really cool cat-like heroes and stuff. Nice. I want Khajiit diversity. Let's see what else. Usually just looking, that's diverse Khajiit. We don't need that because we have plenty. Oh, that's for this mod. For my peaceful races mod, I actually look at all the race mods. Like, I looked at all of them And those that I thought might still be played nowadays, I made them compatible with this. This is possibly one of my mods that people don't know or use, which is fine, obviously. But and it's probably with the branding and everything, because the original idea, I was like, okay, if I'm playing as a skeleton, I don't want to be attacked by the undead. If I'm playing as a Dremora, I don't want to be attacked by Daedric creatures. So originally that's what it does. And so if you play any of these undead races, undead creatures will not attack you. If you play any of those Daedra races, you won't get attacked by Daedra. Likewise, if you play any of those ash creatures, you don't get attacked by ash creatures. And then I expanded it a little bit for this, and in fact, this is almost an afterthought, and I should have made that the focus of the mod, at least, you know, in terms of name and art and everything. But when you have the Corpus disease, Corpus beast do not attack you. And for that alone, in fact, I will add it to my mod list. Damn right. No, ash creatures, like the six house creatures. So you have the zombies, the ash ghouls, the corpus beast, all these fleshy, flesh mangling creatures. In Skyrim Soulstime, I mean, do you have ash creatures? Maybe in the expansion. It's possible. Sorry, I replied too quickly. I saw Soulstime and I thought Blood Moon and all that. I read too fast. Probably yes. So this I'm keeping there. I'm keeping there. Now the Malmare. Right. I am not going to add it. Even though Malmare is lore friendly, it looks like we don't have a lot of choices with the faces and hair, and it's a little too Better Heads era, which I loved in 2005, but it had some kind of Ash script thing. There is Ashborn and Dragonborn. I did not realize. I did not realize. Did I play? I did play that DLC, but very quickly. I think I've already told that story, but when I finally got the Dragonborn DLC for Skyrim, the first 5 minutes, and I was like, oh, yes, right around buildings, and wow, trauma roots, love it. And the Sill Strider, that made me so sad. And from that moment on, I only had one goal, get the DLC done so that I could go back to play Morrowind. So maybe I did not give the Skyrim Dragonborn DLC the attention it deserves. Kwama, rational, I only like Nelos because his voice is funny. Anyway, I'm not adding those. The face, or even for me, they are not vanilla friendly enough. So that's mine, and I'm adding it. Playable Dwemer. I could imagine like a specific playthrough where I play as the real last Dwemer. That could be fun, but I wouldn't put it in a multi-purpose mod list, and that's what I'm trying to build right now, so skip. I always did find funny how Soulstime is the best part of Skyrim and the worst part of Morrowind. Is it the best part of Skyrim though? Because I haven't, like I said, I blitzed through it. I don't want the Witcher races. I don't want the nymphs. Not even Lycia's nymphs. No, I think that's all I want for the races. A bunch of Khajiit races from Alien Slav. But I feel we have enough. We have enough Khajiits as it is right now. The Akaviri. Wesley has an Akaviri race mod, and it's pretty nice. Like, the choices are nice. The best part of Skyrim are the not safe for work mods. let's say they're the most noticeable or prominent ones at least. Are they the best part? I guess it depends. The Farlands. I really did enjoy the Farlands. Okay, re-uploaded by somebody else, but that's Saber Girl's mod. She created a bunch of races like the Farlands, the sort of bird-like creatures. She also came up with a lot of lore around them. A massive quest mod. I liked it. It's a little, for now, for my taste, it feels a little 2005. But still, I loved it. I wonder why all dreamers are only men, no female dreamer in the vanilla game. That is a very good point. That is a very good point. I believe it would be a good idea. Actually, no. I mean, yes, but I hope you're following. But I believe Dreamer expansion already fixes that by adding female dreamers. And I really like the torn clothes that they have going on. Yeah. In fact, these, I use them as a resource for one of the Madness mod. We did the same year we did Olin. That was the Blood Moon and 6th House mod. So there, if not seeing female dreamers bothers you, that's the mod you want. Dreamer expansion. And I'm gonna leave it open because I want it. This is, I'm going to add it. As I see mods, I sort of add them. This is a mod I would recommend only for playthrough when you want to do the main quest specifically. I'm Aoi Medello. Evil guy is a little easier to say, but there we go. This is a mod that goes for the main quest only. Like the mod list right now is already big enough. Maybe Daggers or only like naked men around him or something. You know what? Totally up to Daggers or. Okay. Goblin race can be fun, but not for an all-purpose mod list. If you want to be a dog, if you want to be a fox, it's all there. I think that's all I need for the races. But then again, has somebody already uploaded Khajiit diversity to Nexus? Nexus is sluggish. Okay, here we go. Blood, Moraktong, NPC. Magically, finally, sound fantastic. What is this? That sounds a little too much. Argonian, Guard, Blood, Heads, Khajiit. Oh no, but we don't want that. This is a tweak from the Khajiit diversity revamped. Drogo's diversity. No. Which means, once again, if I want this one in my list, I'll have to add it somehow. Hear me out, guys. How about I repack all of Wesley's races in a single mod? Because right now on Nexus, they're not there. I'm saying that not only because it would be easier to find them, but mods that are on the Morrowind modding history, if I want to put them in my list, I have to put them on my Google Drive anyway. I don't know, what do you think, guys? Yeah, in Lunivi there's the Dagoth, but I don't think there are dreamers in there. Yeah, I like Khajiit diversity. I know that TR does something already, but they're not better bodies, and I like better bodies. Your keyboard is not helping you, is it? How do we feel about Khajiit diversity revamped? Also, how do we feel about bundling all of West's races together and uploading them to the Nexus? I mean, when I say all of them, I don't mean absolutely all of them. This was a fun race. This is a fun race, but it's not something most people, and I don't want to put that in my mod list. The halfling, you know, kind of fun. The unseen, they look cool. I did like this Almalexia replacer. That was my favorite for the longest time. It's definitely the most beautiful. Oh, you don't show me the page. I can only download them. So what do we do? So I have a bunch of them downloaded for sure. You know, then the problem is, as I'm building the mod list, I'm like, no, I can't put this mod. I can't put this mod. Right. I have to update it. And so I have to make the mod before I can continue. That's just the way it is. Altaran is a good race. Machinas, Karen, half troll, half races, exiles. These are the races. The fit Vivek. And I think maybe that's it. Oh no, these are the meta files. Even then, it's not most of them. Because now we have the Wayback Machine, and like Fliggerty was trying. I do agree vanilla friendliness is important. It was not so important to me back in the days. For example, I would not play these race anymore, but the Akivir, there might be a screenshot in there. Unless I've cleaned it, I removed it. But the Akivir, you know, that they have a slightly Asian look to them. Half races, we've just discussed that. It's not entirely lore friendly, but I still like to have them. The Alteran I like is essentially Alteran is Altmer and Breton. Hang on. Bretons. Aren't Bretons said to have Altmer bloods in their veins? Or did I make that up? I wouldn't make that up. Lore people, tell me. Bretons, don't they have? They do. That's why, for example, Melchior has the pointy ear option for the Bretons. That's a half race, isn't it? So make up your mind, Morrowind, Morrowind lore. And I know that's the point of the lore. It can't be that's how it is. We know that's how it is. That's it. No need to talk about it anymore. I'm keeping my half races, even though they may not be entirely lore friendly. They still make sense, even from a moderately lore friendly point of view. All right, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Where's the races? Bretons were basically a massive and dedicated genetic engineering experiment by the Direni Altmer over several generations that got grim real quick. Wow, I think I prefer the idea that, you know, Altmers and Breton get along and first they went for coffee and then one thing led to another and boom. I don't think I'm able to play my own mods because I already know the drill, nothing new, boring. I get that, Ash Babe, I do get that. For me, I just need to let time pass. I need to let time pass enough that I kind of forget about things and I can look at it from a fresh point of view. And, oh, I definitely need that at some point. Definitely need that. At some point, I'm quite happy to play it again. Wesley races. Here we go. I'm gonna download all of them. I'm gonna quickly test them and then decide if it's worth repacking them. I rarely replay quest mods. I get that. Like once you've played a quest, you've played it, right? Unless you wait. See, monkey people, here they are. I knew that was a thing. Manchu, the people of the waters. And then the halflings. Elves of the Unseen. There's two versions. Boreals, you can be a golden saint. Hopefully there are screenshots so I can show you. Oh my goddess is the one I really liked. Dremora. Tilwith is actually on the Nexus on Korana's page, so I'm going to leave this one alone. There's no need to, you know, have multiple copies of the same mod on the Nexus. No point. Modeling Agency, the Drow, Korean hair, Wood Elf, okay, then we have the face packs. I think that might be all the races. I mean, I'm not gonna put the mug. I'm not. And if, no, we have one more here. We have one more there. You remember the lore explanation for the Bretons and you forget the quest content of your own mod? That's fine, that's fair. Are you still downloading or... Yeah. Keep up, keep up. I'm going to put them all together, make a nice installation folder. So for my own guide, I can say select the races you want. I recommend this one and this one, but go nuts if you want to. Boreals and Halfling. You didn't put my Tremora, did you? Oh, they're here. They're opening here. Oh, now we get the image. Okay. Oh, that's just a companion though. The Kai. An odd race. I don't really remember. Hey, grumpy old dude. That's the Kai. It's weird, isn't it? The armor, if you want like a dark armor, that's kind of cool though. I'll put it in the download anyway. This is the companion. We don't want it. The Kai. We do. The Tanuk. Have you ever wanted to play as a raccoon? Personally, no, I haven't. Even though I'm not, like, I'm easy with the lore. I've played with giant wings on my back and I thought they looked cool. And I might play again with giant wings on my back. I still think they can be cool. Hey Glisp, welcome back. Okay, I think we have downloaded what we wanted. So that's the companion. The till width, I said no. Mug, we said no. The Kai had, the Tanuk I have. The half troll, definitely want. And the half races, definitely want as well. The Sarek, I don't even remember. It's gonna be weird having my stream on YouTube. You'll get used to it. I don't think I've ever seen a squirrel race. Didn't I already download that one? I'll get both. Oh yes, this one was a good race as well. It's never ending. Not getting those. The Altaran. Half troll, check. Again, I know it's more fantasy. In fact, there are no trolls really. I might be downloading mods twice. That's a weird one, sort of a pale bat-like creature. It's weird. Deep water parasitic race. I think that's a race that he just came up with then. See? That's from what's that? Hellboy? Am I remembering properly? Maybe if I looked at, yeah. Hellboy 2. Not to be confused with you were out for a bit. I don't know. I've decided to download all of Wesley's races. Check them out, clean them up and repackage them in one single zip. So for the purpose of my guide, I can just link to that mod rather than put the couple of mods that I absolutely want on my drive. That's what's happening. And I like that race. Let me download it first. I like this one because it was like a red guard mixed with something. What did you say? Well, neither. I am downloading all of Wes's races. Mod. See, I liked it. It's It's like a paler red guard. So this, I could quite easily roleplay that as a red guard with an imperial parent, for example. That would work quite nicely. No, I already downloaded this one. I'm sure. Ah, well, now I got it twice. There we go. Exiles of Akavir. See? Slightly Asian look. It is lore friendly. And there's, as always, there's a good selection of hair and faces. And the Altaran, that's why I thought of the whole Breton Altmer thing. Because they're a race and they're like 50 Breton, 50 Altmer, which really means that now they're 3/4 Altmer and a quarter Breton. Still. And I think it's quite easy to roleplay, say, as an Altaran, saying my mother was Breton and my father was that, and magic happened and I turned out as a slightly different race, neither Breton nor Altmer. I can buy that. I think this is it. Sorry, we've shopped. And I had let's check. Here I have the race and the companion. So I'm just going to take this one with me. Okay. Karen, Majaran, Sarek, Oriol, Halfling, Altrol, Mangshu, Nuala. I have 2, but they're the same version. Tanuk, Saxil, Side, and Singling. I think this was like a... Do you have screenshots for me? No. This was like dark fairies, sort of. Maybe we should check them out in the construction set. We have 300 races, but only like 3 mods for vampire appears. Give us vampire. Well, vampires, you're right. We don't have a lot for them, do we? I mean, we do have happy vampires, I think. All right, now we're gonna have fun. Let's check them out. Diversity revamp, I remember. Karen, we know. I'm a lot curious about a lot of them, actually. Which one do we want? I don't want the alteration to the existing Khajiit. So, mod with the new races, bent leg. No, that's the one we want. New Khajiit diversity beast X. I don't want civilized beast and I don't want the changes to the vanilla one. One suggestion I have for mod lists is a place where people can ask questions. I know a lot of people who are intimidated by Discord and would rather troubleshoot themselves. How... I mean, what I have on my blog, and I need to shut down actually, on my blog I did install a Facebook Messenger sort of plugin, and so people can ask questions directly from the blog. And I've had a few and I've replied, but a lot of the time I just get the hello or tell me about you, and also like I see those and I don't use Messenger ever anymore, and I'm like, oh, I have to go there to see the message. So I don't think I would want to do that there. I was using the Wayback Machine. Yes, Morrowind modding history has been down for a while, quite a while in fact. So the Wayback Machine allows us to get the mods, but that's why I'm downloading all the races right now. I want to check them out. GitHub issues tab, maybe. I don't like right now. I'm using Gitbook, and I don't know if it's possible for people to, like in GitHub, you know, to like put a fork or suggestions and things, not unless you're somebody, you know, in the team, I don't think. And Discord is not so intimidating. I mean, it's easy for me to say now because I'm on Discord, so I find it's fine, really. So we want Beast X. What is in the extra folder? I'd like to know what is in the extra folder. There is an extra folder, confirm. Contains optional images for the internet, provides the option for nudity. I'd rather not have the option for nudity out of the box. So if I was to make that into a mod, let's do it right now. We'd have a core folder. You're guessing it won't be back. It's... Honestly, I don't want to be pessimistic, but yeah, I don't think it will be back either, to be honest. Nano Fligerty started a Patreon, and I actually subscribed to that. But since then, I haven't seen anything. Morrowind Khajiit diversity. Here we go. Do you think I should have done an extra folder with the options that maybe I should have that? No, I've just edited that one, but that's what I was saying. I'll keep them for the next ones. I should keep track of what I'm doing. So I'm putting the one with the beast face, and No change to the vanilla Khajiit. In the extra folder, we have the civilized beast and edits to vanilla Khajiit. Okay. I'll keep those in a separate folder. Let's put that away. It's cold for you? Gosh, it's pretty hot right now. I have a little fan. It's not super powerful or anything, but it's nice. So unfortunately, I already did remove things from that original one, but... I should have the archive here as well. There's a pretty good chance I've cleaned off the stuff that I didn't want. I do that. Oh, I don't have Khajiit diversity here at all. Alright, moving on. Mod number 2, Karen. If only I could type. Here we go. From the Karen mod, we want... I think it's the X version. Nude is the default option in the basic install. To install the nude or underwear mesh, simply open the operator in extra nude or underwear till you see the meshes. Okay. So for me, first in the core we put the original readme. Then in here, I'm gonna start by putting those 3. I'm gonna get the one with the underwear, because that's the one I use. Extra. Underwear. I need to overwrite. You can do it. Well, there's 300 is a lot. Underwear, overwrite. And now we have the choice for the skin color as well. It's okay, it's not like I'm trying to make money. Like, you know, I stopped being an affiliate with Twitch a couple of years ago. Though I was getting a little bit of money from Twitch, like it would pay part of my internet, which was cool. But no, that's fine. Alternate aqua skin. What is the regular color and what is the alternate aqua? I think we want the alternate aqua. Because, you know, to be closer to... to be closer to the Maomer race. Okay, and then I need to know which plugin I want. Manual instruction, extra nude, we've done the aqua. Okay, this ESP is exactly the same as the one with the X. For one detail, it modifies the NPC player so that Karen makes use of the side-to-side stream of the Argonian. Only use this ESP. Okay, that's fine. We can have this one. Like, it only has an effect if you are using the Karen. Hup. That's our basic Karen mode. Then in my extra, the extra and the other plugin that I'm not using. Documenting that so it's not a nightmare for people to find. For the Karen main mod, we have blue skin, underwear, and Argo neon swim. Extra, we have no underwear, regular swim animation. And so what is the color of the... I'll have to check. Body. Oh, you're not gonna know how to open the DS straight away, will you? I want to check the color of the, you know, the default one. I think it's like a yellowish. No, it is opening GIMP. Okay. They are trying to prevent multi-streaming for everyone. Yeah, I know. I was really a little bit disappointed. Like at the time when I decided to not be an affiliate, I was like, okay, so I won't get money at all. That's fine. Okay, the original one is more yellow. Gold skin. And that's it for the Karen, I believe. So I was fine not being an affiliate, even though sometimes when you're not an affiliate in terms of bandwidth or whatever priority, you were way down the food chain. And sometimes, you know, when you guys would tell me, oh, it's sort of lagging, and me, I didn't have anything lagging. I suspect I was on the Twitch side of things. There were the ads as well, and I was like, I don't want the ads. I don't want people to see me for a second and then have an ad. If it's just 10 seconds, it's so annoying. I know, because when I was raiding other streamers, I would come in and I would say in the chat, hello, it's a raid, and I couldn't hear the streamer, who was probably saying something like, hello, welcome in, welcome raiders, and I didn't hear any of that because they were ads. So I decided to not be an affiliate. And then later on they were like, well, affiliates can have ads too, or non-affiliates can have ads too, and now even non-affiliates cannot multi-stream. I was like, okay, that's it. That's it. YouTube used to be more for the IRL videos, but now it's used for a lot of gaming stream. Actually, YouTube is trying to, they have YouTube Gaming, I think, where it's exactly the same videos, but you can, there's different YouTubes that you can connect to if you want, though the main one has still all the videos. Twitch is, on the other hand, has become less and less about gaming. That's another thing that made me sad about Twitch, like the gambling things. I don't think that's very healthy. The bathtub, it is what it is, but I'd rather, you know, I'd rather be playing my games. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So we have the Karen done. Next up we have the Marjan. And we seem to not have any extras or anything, so that's easier. No, Wesley, I don't think there is an extra folder. Oh, there is, it's there, where we can choose the nude version. Fine, core, docs, Marjan, mod, textures and meshes. And then going to my extra. box 3 margin, where we have the extra. Underwear, extra, nude. So people still have the options. Twitch ads, they are quite annoying, and also they're always the same. And they feel very, very long, I guess. Anyway, we're not there. YouTube, you get them. Well, YouTube, you've had ads for a long time, so I guess we're kind of used to it. I don't know. Margin done. Sarek. This is race 4. The Sarek. Oh, we did look at those. Yeah, that's the Sarek. The underwater parasitic race. It's weird. It's a bit weird, but there you have it. Anything we need to know on installation? Manual installation. With the README. Nothing special in this one. So again, I'm gonna put the README in the documents. The mod. Should I keep? I should. When they are screenshots, I should keep them for the mod page, so I don't have to go and look for them. We'll do that. Okay. I had to actually sub to a streamer I watch every day so I don't get bombarded by ads. It was good for the streamer in that case. All of Twitch ones are unskippable, and sometimes it gives you 7 ads at a time. That's nasty. I hardly ever watch the riff track stream because they play 3 to 4 ads every 10 minutes or so. That feels like a lot. At the same time, I mean, also it feels like a lot. I feel it's really a lot. At the same time, it's their job also. So I don't get mad at them for trying to make money from their job. Sarek is done. That was easy. There was no extra. Dremora. Oh. Oh, that's the README for the companion. That's the companion. That's the companion. That's the companion. The race is not there on its own. A new race with contribution. Okay, I'm gonna download this one as well, hoping that there is a README for it. And I'm gonna grab the screenshots as well. It all runs on automatic. That's a huge lot. Screenies. Oh, thank you. Other screenshot. Oh, thank you. Right. Download the file again. Hopefully there's a README for it. And while I'm... Crap, I closed the page. I did not want to close the page. No, there's actually no readme for the race that I can find. Okay. Then no readme for it. Let's check the one for the companion. Maybe it has the information about the race as well. Installing the plugin. Okay, it does the race and the companion. Good. Good, good, good. And the race. I'm not putting the companion there because it's a completely different thing. And didn't I include it already? Blademaster, Night Song, Galakazar. Ooh, Exile of the Akavir is already here. And this one as well. And this one and this one. Huh. Looks like I had already done most of my job there. Okay. Okay. See, somebody had thought to put some of the races. So let me check again. Dremora is already there. Kai is already there. Karan is already here. Unseen is already here. They're already here because they have clothing. And so when I did wares for Wesley's mod, I started with FCOT. And then I was like, oh, but hang on. In the Karen, they also sell clothing. And so I added all the mods, including some of the races mod at Kavir that already had clothing. Okay, these are just that. Okay, so that's 5 race mod I don't need to put there. That's good. Like the Karen already done. Dremora already done. We're gonna have to redo our numbers. There we go. Gatanas I don't need. Diversity I've done. Karen. Okay. Lefkai I don't need. Nuala I don't need. Do I have Karen open somewhere? I do. Sorry. There we go. Alright, that's fewer races to do. Still quite a lot. I also need that. Karen, I am not adding. Okay. And now we are doing Sarek. We have done Sarek. Orioles. That would be 4. Always with the extra folder. At least there's no choice of plugins. So what is the extra? The extra folders, we have underwear and nude. The mod installed the underwear meshes as default, so I don't need to do anything with it. And we go extra 04 Orioles Orilla. And adding up the extra folder. Could you hear my cat complaining? Yep. In the books. This is not what we had planned to do, is it? But it needs to be done. It just needs to be done. Yeah, for you too. We have number 5, health races. Up. We do have an extra folder. The mod installed nude meshes as default. Interesting. Like Wesley couldn't make up his mind. You got a nude underwear. Oh, and the X. Let me check. I think X is the one we want. I did check that, but we do want the X. Okay. X texture meshes. And I am going to consistently put the underwear version as the main one, or the default one. How do I know, Wesley? Inside the extra folder are 2 subfolders containing the main file for underwear and nude. I only see one. The mod installed the nude meshes as a default but are included in the extra folder as backup. No, I don't think that's what happened. See? To install these, open the appropriate subfolder in the archive. Oh, I have gone too far. Thank you for... Thank you. I have gone too far indeed, but underwear is the ones that I want. Here. Yes, we do replace them. And then in the extra folder. Yeah, that sneeze took forever. I'm adding the nude meshes. It's always the same. Okay. Thank you, Wesley. Next up, Halfling. That would be number 6. Halfling, I did consider making a wares version for them because they had like cute bags and things, but the bags were not, you know, like we have now, onionized and things like that. So I felt they were not exactly what we wanted. Alternate monstrous vampire textures or alternate smooth chest. No. The males are not going to have a smooth chest. They're halflings. So we're going for that. However, monstrous male vampire textures. Let's take a look at how, you know, monstrous they are. Paint should be able to open that quickly. Come on, paint. Don't make me lie. You're making me lie. There we go. I think this is fine. Very, very, later. It reminds me of Smeagol, obviously. And the teeth and everything. No, it's perfect. It's perfect, we want it. Replace. I mean, I'm going for underwear version every time. A nude halfling? I don't know. I don't know. It's there. It's the same thing. There we go. Half troll. 7. Yes, I believe the models had them. Whoop. Half troll done. Half races. I've already done the half races. Manchu people. Have a good evening, Amalie. Thanks for stopping by. Also, at some point we have to go back to the card game, don't we? I was thinking about it the other day. It completely slipped my mind. I'll have to check a look on GitHub where we're at and then pick that up. For now, I just got another project to distract me with. One day I won't get distracted so easily. This is number 8. We're doing the Manchu. Maybe just one word. That's the monkey people. People of the waters. Would be lovely to have a screenshot. No such thing. I think I'll have to hunt them down. For the mod page. Extra nude meshes. Here we go. I'm just thinking maybe, yeah. I don't need to have the extra folder and then the things in there. Let's make that just a little bit tidier. Yeah. Better. Tanuk. This one seems to be straightforward. No extras. We are at number 9. Yeah, I think I'll have to get a screenshot from all the races and do a little montage so people know what's happening. Yes, please. No, but a big, big cup. I'm very thirsty.
But no food today?
No, thank you. Tanuk done. Sax. Sax Halil. Sax Lil. See, that's quick, really. Ish. Ooh, now we do have quite a few options there. And they're not a matter of underwear or naked. Horn black, horn dark, silver, texture red. I'm guessing you could. They were like the sort of bat-like creature, Sax holy or something like that. Yeah. I am just going to put skin and horn options, and I'll be honest with you, this is not a race that I intend to use ever, so I am not curious enough to look in the construction set and try all of them and see what they look like. I'm like, meh. And then we have Seed and Darkling. Nude, nude, nude. Color options, blue and green. And frankly, I'm happy with the default one, as long as they have underwear. I'm sounding like such a prude, aren't I? And hear me out, that's not what it is. In fact, I would go for the nude version, but simply as I stream, having the nude version is not a good idea, so I put the one with the underwear. Or you may have noticed in my Corsair playthrough, the few times that I loot a body and it's a male body and they have no parts, that's quite by accident, mind you, but somehow I have managed to put the female textures into the folder of the male textures, so my male bodies have no parts. Quite by accident, but it works out just fine for the stream. I think those two races were kind of cute. There we go. that's all of them. Now I've done that. I had to get it out of my mind, basically. Let's go back to what, I said we would be doing, i.e. this. Now I know that I will just put this here and that's fine. So we have, I like a rebundle. Shut up, Ramily. We have our hair, we have our faces. Here's what I want to do for the actual car gen, but I need to test it actually. What I have in mind is, I forgot the name. I should look here. Because here are the popular options when we talk about car gen mods. There is Expanded Land. That is an older mod. It's not MWSC, which is great for OpenMW users. You can do tons of things. Ooh, sorry, no hiccups. You can do tons of things. You can have an optional companion even, and you can choose to spawn in a number of locations, including in Tamriel Rebuilt, as well as Skyrim Home of the Nord. I don't remember if there was Province Cyrodiil as well, because the mod is a little bit older. Then Merlord has started his own Lua version of that, and the version is available on GitHub. So if you're very curious, you can take it and use it. I've been using it, but it is not complete. The first thing, when you start a game, you will have to manually add the topics, duties, and Morrowind, I think. Those are the topics that are normally added in the course of the tiny tutorial that we have, but it does not happen. And then it doesn't have the actual random spawn location. Yes, that's the one, car gen scenario. It's only missing the scenario, basically. The last time we talked about it with Merlord, he was not, you know how it is with modding. A lot of you are modders. You have to feel it. Like, you'll be able to mod for hours when you're in the mood, you're in the groove, whatever you want to call it, and you're modding and it's great. But if you're not feeling it, to go back to a mod and to do the least fun part, which is the finishing it part and the troubleshooting it part, that is incredibly difficult. So I don't think Merlord will go back to it, especially when Pete the Goat has also started work on his own version, and Merlord was like, yeah, you want to use my code? Do it, go for it, whatever you want. So for now, these are not complete, but I don't really want to use car gen Expanded Land. Sometimes it would bug with a number of custom races, which again, a lot of people are not going to use. But here's the idea that I had, because I don't really need. Here's what happened. When I started the game in a random location, you start the game in a random location, you go, right. So I'm gonna go to Seydonin now, because you go to Seydonin and you know where to get things to get started. And I was like, what's the point? What's the point if the first thing you do is, okay, now let's go to Seydonin, or at least Balmora, something like that. So I was kind of meh. To be honest, with a mod like Ahead of the Classes, obviously when I made that mod, I wanted to be able to start playing as my class straight away. That's something that's been annoying me greatly, that especially with random location, it doesn't matter, like if I start as an alchemist or as a necromancer, I want to be able to play as an alchemist or a necromancer from the get-go. So with Ahead of the Classes, I was the idea to get some equipment, some spells, and if there's a mod that has a skill connected to that extra skill, so that you can from the get-go start playing as your class. That means that yes, the beginning of the game is a little more generous than if you start in Seydenine, where you start with shirt, pants, shoes, 83 septims. And then everything you would steal from the census office, if you want to steal everything from the census office. I would rather not steal everything that is not pinned in Seydenine, have more things but are connected to my class. So with the head of the classes, you could have, there it is, you could have a random start and be able to make do, especially with Ashfall. You can get away. Krell, that's the acronym. I was not thinking of it. Carton menu have always bugged out on me, even with a completely vanilla install. I've had issues, honestly, only with custom races, like race mods. But, so, here's what I'm thinking of doing. Randomized card gen will add it to the list for sure. But I was thinking of going for... Now, which one did I prefer? It's either this one or that one. I want to do a combo of a mod that improves the vanilla Cargen in Seydenine. Like, make that a fun experience. And I need to test it together with, no, not you, together with this old mod, Quick Car. Quick Car, what it does, you're on the boat and it says, do you want to quickly create your character? If you say yes, then you spawn outside of the office in Seydenine, and that's it, you're ready to go. Like, you choose your race, blah, 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 done. You're outside of the office. Or if you say, no, I don't want to use my quick character creation, then you go through the vanilla quick car. So I'm hoping that with that, if I say yes, I skip the car gen session of the game or section of the game. If I say no, then I can play an improved one. Now, was it... I liked both. I remember I liked both. We have to play both. That's the way it is. Where am I? Yeah, I really like that. I think that's the slightly simpler one of the two, where you really get an overhaul of the place. With this one, you get a little more, like there's stuff happening. So I'm gonna download both. Not in there. You can go to my desktop, where I am sure I will, you know, tidy afterwards. I may or may not have that installed already. We'll see. So you stay there. I'll finish you later. Like the last time we did a modding stream, it was mostly creating the Nexus mod page, so I don't want to do that again. You know, with you, that's going to be annoying. Yeah, we'll see how it is. Because it looks good. What do I want to do? I want to go to my modding install. We have Cargen Revisited and Household. I think I remember this one more. Let's see. I need to play both of them because, not M-Logs, because it's been a long time. But I feel if I can get that combo where the player can choose, you know what, yeah, I want to do the character creation, or no, just skip it. It's the next best thing after See, Wesley Prim and Proper 2.0. I still need to, you know, work on it. I see one here and one there. Let's start with this one because I know it does not require the boats. I may have, this is my modding install, so there's a pretty good chance that the models of the boats are in my drive and in my folder, but not entirely sure. Have you guys used other, like either of these two mods? Then obviously we have a bunch of like specialized car gen mods. One of the older ones is Princess Stompers, where you can start in Mournhold. Alice has made a couple where you can start as a slave and escape. I played that one for my escape slave playthrough. There's Alice made another one where you start in Skyrim, I think. And of course there is the one for or that goes with Ashfall. I was gonna say Ashlands. Cargen Ashfall Cargen. Forgot. Amelie, I forgot. Oh, that's the Morrowind to shut up. Ashfall, so that's the one. Thank you. Ashfall Survival Start. Abbott made one where you can. Yes, I remember this one. There was like you had to. I think you had to run a little program externally. You know what I'm thinking? As I'm going through this, I'm thinking, but hang on. Couldn't I merge those two mods to have the really cool redo of the prisoner ship from Zorbator's mod, but the modification from this one? If you say so. I think these two mods could be merged quite nicely. Because Zorbator is really an overhaul of the boat and the office. Well, see, this one is, it changes this part. It's not gonna work with animated Morrowind. We're dripping. We have drip installed.
The letter that preceded, you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be? Interesting. Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
You know why he's got no boots? Because I tested. I remember the first time I tried drip, there was an incompatibility between drip and MWSC boots. And I asked Merlord if that was ever fixed, and I was like, no. And so I tested again. I tested again the two to confirm, and they really don't work together. And okay, now things are different. Unlocked. Still locked. I see. This is that. Okay.
Your papers, please.
I'm not sure that's the one I remember.
Any time now. Stay out of it.
No, that's not the one I remember. So that's not the one I want to recommend. It is a bit better than vanilla, but this is not it. Next. Yeah, because of drip. So Hellswake is not the one I was thinking of, so it's Obertor's mod. Maybe it's the one that I remember. If not, I'll have to look for another one, and then I don't remember which one that would be. Yeah, I was thirsty. Another new game, please. That's when we find out if I do have the models from... I was. The tester.
Not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard the same beauty tomorrow. I'm sure to let it go.
Aww.
Here comes the guard. This is where you get off. Come with me.
Let's get a move on.
This scent is new.
They're all very... Oh, of course they're all very shiny, because I think to test the two mods and report exactly to Merlord, I did that. so that's why absolutely everyone is shining.
Keep moving.
Everyone is dripped. See, vanilla models looks fine.
Let's get this over.
I don't see anything wrong with using the vanilla boat.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where. Great.
We're still a dark elf.
Right in. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
Ah, yes, we've been expecting you. You have to be recorded before you're officially released.
Might need a patch. Maybe some clipping on the inside. I didn't notice either. I didn't look for clipping. I was more expecting problems on the outside.
Very good. The letter that preceded, you mentioned you were born under a certain sign.
And what would that be? Same as last time.
Interesting. Before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct. Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your please.
Continue through to the next building and talk to fellow Scravius.
At least I can still get stuff from here. Of course. This is my first time doing this. I didn't know. Didn't realize I had to take the ring. Okay, this is still not what I was... There's another one that I played once upon a time.
Any time now.
There was another one. I was so sure it was one of those. No, no, no. Immersive? Gotcha. Well, let's maybe that's the one. Yeah, exactly. That's the one I'm thinking of. Exactly. Could this be this one? I think. I thought it was a fun... It is the one. Alright, I'll play it again just to make sure that it's well, as good as I remember. immersive. With character maker, what do you mean with and without character maker? Explain yourself, KB Senuf. Character of a zero side. Remove the applying on a sheet. Remove the battle from the capital letters for appropriate change. Dialogue fix. Character maker. This mod allows you to have a greater amount of control over the creation of your character. Many are now have been mulling over the beginning of character. No longer. Alright, I'm gonna try the version with character creator, see what happens, just to see what it does. Though I absolutely, definitely, without fault, want this. So we'll see if that more. It has bugs for the code patch, if I remember. Oh, it does? Well, we're still testing. Let's try the without character maker because it's probably simplified. Duh. So honestly, the Cardian Revisited, I would install it just for the boat. The boat itself, I think, would be nice, but this one also has a boat. Okay, character creation. And you know what is amazing? I am creating 3 characters in a row, and it is not because I have died within 10 seconds of playing the game. That's a welcome change, though I was thinking not a long time ago, I kind of miss my permadeath. And I know I was doing terrible, dying in the most stupid ways and all that. But I miss it. So yeah, we'll see. Have to focus on the Corsair. Like I've been doing too many different things at the same time. And like I start a character and I go, what was I about? And then oh, who are you? Jiu? Jiu, where are you? This is not Jiu. This is wrong. This is very, very wrong. Why is Adulasa talking to me? That's the bug? It causes Geo and several episodes throughout the game to be invisible. Throughout the game? Who are you, dude? That's a lot of guards and that's a lot of crap. Like, yeah, I'm getting myself up on deck. Like, you know. Alright, Tube not being visible, maybe it's something we can fix. I would clean up this bit because that could cause incompatibilities with other Sadanie mods. You're the last one of the ship, looks that way. I should have guessed. On behalf of the Empire, I'm here to welcome you to say, what's the use? Just follow your escort into the building and keep your head down. Okay. And now we wait. Shall I just skip the line, you think? We're skipping the line.
Go on then. Speak up. I haven't much time, so be quick about this.
So they really try to create a mood.
Make sure this information
The Vivek Strider Caravana also disappears. That's weird. No more shackles.
to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
Mm,
Take your papers off the table and go see Captain Clavius.
Continue through to the next building and talk to Celestis.
I'm gonna skip the line again, I think. Hold it right there. No one cuts the line. Oops. Turn around and wait your turn. I show you my paper. Will you let me pass? Hand them over. I've never seen a pardon of this caliber before. Why weren't we informed of your arrival? I'm going to have to speak with so Crucius about this. Move up to the table. I won't impede you any longer. Goodbye. Oh, this table. I don't care what you say, guard. Go back and wait your turn. Yeah. What did you say? Fine, fine. Just take the clothes. It's for me? Thank you. And they're so much prettier than the ones we get in the vanilla game. Can I go now? I can go now. Step on the side because of the incident last week. I'm going to have to search you. Incident? That's none of your concern. Show me your hands. Now, before I proceed, do you have anything to declare? No, I don't think so. Bitten. You're going to have more specific. Oh, yes, you can choose to be a vampire. Probably just a rat. I hope I didn't pick the option to be a vampire. I know why they're going to rebel. It's obviously because we've been fed nothing but crab meat. Hello, guard. Guard, I did everything. Oh crap, I'm stuck. Hi. It's not too often we get a peaceful batch of convicts coming through here. Most of the ones I've seen in the past suddenly go berserk when the prospect of freedom is raised. They've been in prison so long they just can't take it. But why am I telling you this? Move on through the gate. Okay. Hello. These are your papers. Step up to the table. I was one of the few informed of your arrival beforehand, so I already know what you did and where you should be going. Here's 85 in coinage as ordered, significantly higher than a normal pay packet. I'm sure I've forgotten something, but it's probably nothing, so go through the gate to your left and good luck.
I don't wish to be seen with you.
Oh, isn't that the gate to my left? Something should happen here, now. Can I talk to the guard? Ah, see. No. Not the stamp, the thing he put on your hand. Why is this necessary? All you need to know is that I'm not letting you through without it, so I advise you go back there and correct the mishap before my patience grows thin. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hi. Oh, that's the evidence barrel. I don't like the look of this, and for all I know, you're in it too. Get back against the gate. I have weapons back here, and I'm not afraid to use them. Get back, I say. Get back. This is still locked. This is scary. But I'm kind of safe here. Close down the shutters. those prisoners, you know? If you have a drink, this is when you just relax and enjoy. Still locked. Still locked. Talk to me. Don't you try anything, you hear me? I hear you. Come on now, somebody. I'm supposed to take the key off the... Oh, the dead guard. Bash the gate. Hang on. Yes. That's why nothing was happening. Whoa. Hi. Yes. Yes, I was on the ship. Oh, wait, they took my stuff? Don't kill me. Did I faint? Just leave him. Good. Yeah, just leave me. I've got my fatigue drained to 0. Whoa. Murdered escort. You look down at the man's corpse, and with a fixed expression he stares back at you. It doesn't take close observation to see what killed him. His neck was slashed from ear to ear. Okay, but how do I get out from here? Because this is locked. This is... Kick the chair away. Get out of the wet Hold on, where's Lucius? He was escorting people, and then there's one dead outside. Overside. Okay, bye. Okay, wow, it's a lot of people. Salus Gravius. Yes, yes. And we're done. So, issues we have with the mod. Obviously, Geob not appearing is a problem. I feel that the changes to the exterior here I like the fact that the dock is all damaged, though. I really like that. But I feel the changes to the exterior are not necessary because then immediately it becomes incompatible with any sort of city mod we'd like to install. Other than that, the changes here are fine. And what I would like is... Oh, there it is. Not till this car is here. We're cool now. I mean, I have cancelled all the NPC movement. But I played like 100 times and it got too long. Yeah, obviously, but I think whether it's the vanilla car gen or any other car gen, it's just not fun all the time. The senses of his... The other thing that bothers me is the fact that there are so many prisoners and so many guards. But I mean, that makes sense to have more guards when there are more prisoners. So I really like the fact that it's a plot twist. It's a plot twist, and that's kind of fun. And you get the key and you escape. Where did you say the other NPC missing? Did you say Sil Strider in Vivek? Vivek Strider. Let's go. Let's go see if it's gone. Yeah, like I have a really good souvenir of playing that mod. But having played it again, we're in Hlalu right now. No, Telvanni. Having played it again, I'm not sure. Also, let's do this. Yeah. Did I get the dream sequence? No, because I skipped. All right, I've got him here. So he is here. That's fine. Sniff, sniff. Was that you, Fargot? Feeling? Sniff, sniff. At least be discreet about it. Yeah, in there it's a bit messy. Yeah, we're not going to keep this one. I like that they give me better clothes. I really appreciate. Oh, this is where this is. Okay, okay, I see. I see where we're at. Right. So what do I do? That is a great idea. It's too much. It's too much. Too many prisoners, too many guards. Let me check this one again. This time I want to take a better look at the boat. Well, I was thinking of this one because you do the Kajin, but it's more like a quest, you know, like, so it's something you do once and you would have the option to skip it. I like improving the look of the boat.
You were dreaming. What's your name?
That looks fine.
Well, not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we reached Morrowind. I'm sure that
And the RR boat
quiet.
changes the interior as well, maybe.
Where you get off. Come with me. Let's get a move on.
Also, all the crab meat. That was funny. I did not remember the whole boat being littered with crab meat. No, the interior is clearly vanilla and they've added a bit, but it's fine. I don't think you need to have the ship replacer for this to work.
This is where they want you. Head down to the
Let's get this over with.
Like, nah, we're good.
You finally arrived. Our records will show.
I think I won't put any. I will put the quick car gen so you can skip it.
Great.
Expanded land, I've had problems with it, and so I don't want to put it there. This one is, I'll show you in a second. And then I like this, but it's not gonna work well with animated Morrowind because of this. All right, so the mod that adds, we were looking at 3 different mods actually that do the same thing. The one with a riot is this one, immersive car gen, that I would not recommend anymore. And the one we just looked at is car gen revisited, which is fine. And better car gen doesn't do, I think I won't put any, and I'll stick to, oh, did you want the links? That's the one up. That's the one we just looked at. The extra prisoners are good. In fact, I would, if it was just a boat, I think I would have that. The fact that it modifies Seidanin as well is what is more problematic for me. Doesn't work on OpenMW. Okay. That definitely didn't happen for us. Well, anyway. I'm gonna stick to just quick car gen. I did like what it does. It doesn't do anything to Seidanin. Sorry, I should have been more accurate. It changes the census office in a way that I know it wouldn't be compatible with animated Morrowind, possibly a handful of other mods that had things in there. I like the boat. The boat is nice. It makes things a little better. I'm just gonna go for a quick car gen for sure. Later, you might have Merlord or Pete the Goat car gen mod. But that honestly is a long way down the road, I feel. And then there was Abbott's mod. Honestly, I did like Abbott's mod. I need to look at it again. Because it could spawn you anywhere. It could spawn you anywhere, and I think what it did is it would scan your mods and then spawn you anywhere in there. You're talking about Krell, and it is fine. I have had some issues with it. I've had some issues with it, simply, especially with custom races. Should I put it there as a placeholder? I have some problem with a custom setting where sometimes the scripts seem to just stop working and I'm trapped. Exactly, that's happened to me. Also, it doesn't work because the mod is older. Like even the TR, the cells have been renamed. Quite a few cells have been renamed. I'm not sure it would work all the time. Yeah. Let's try to find... What are you? Okay. Let's try to find Abbott's mod. That's not it. A reworked version of Bing's Classic, now with random starting location. Yes. Let's take a look at that. I need to remember how it worked. If it's easy to use. Yeah, I think you needed to run the bat before starting. I think I'll put this one. I'm very happy with that. Okay, to use it, first build the cell database text for you using the bat file. It's not that hard to double click on a bat file before you play, right? In your data file folder. Ah, that's a little trickier though. That's a little trickier. That's a little trickier. Because when you install with MO2, your data file folder is not very accessible. Unless I simply, what I can do, because I'm building the mod list, right? And right now I haven't added lots of new places. Maybe I could create this with the basic mod list that I have. And then put that as an extra download. I don't know exactly how it works. I don't know exactly how it works. Let's try it. What do you say? Let's give that a try. So this is my data files. You and you and you are going in there. I'm gonna need to activate, there's a fly that's annoying me. I'm going to activate a few mods with extra interiors. I've been doing lots of things with the hair. Let's put Beautiful Cities of Morrowind. Some things are gonna clip clearly, and I'm not rerunning the grass. In fact, I don't have the grass. Doesn't matter. This has a few cells. This has a few cells. Yeah, I'm not sure how it handles. Why did I, because right now I am enabling, sorry, a bunch of mods that have interiors, and I'm just going to run this. I want to see what sort of, what the file looks like. Please waiting, program file, out text. Does that mean it's done? Or it's taking very long to scan? It was just taking some time. Aha! To answer your question, if the door is locked the cell is skipped. It skips anything that has the word jail or prisons. There's already a bunch of cells that have to be skipped. So I don't think it knows if there is something like really, really scripted. But it does skip prisons, jail, locked rooms. And then it has a bunch of cells, vanilla cells, that it's already skipping. You could spawn directly. Can you imagine spawning directly in a house mod? Oh. But hang on. You know what I'm thinking? I would absolutely adore a mod where I start in any of the houses that can become a player house. You know, not those where you have to kill the current owner to move in, but any of the modded, obviously, but also vanilla inhabited cells. I think that would be just brilliant. I would love that. I would really, I don't know, what do you think of that idea? Is it just me because I love, you know, house mods? Well, it's a great mod idea. It's not even a mod that needs to be done, right? All I would need to do is generate this. And I don't think it's something that can be shared. Basically, what I would do is I would go, okay, this is not a house mod, delete. This is not a house mod, delete. And only keep in there houses. Oh, I like it. But that would work just for me, because like people, other players would have to have exactly the same houses or house mods that I have. I like that so much. So much. Okay. What I'm gonna do is, once I have my mod list done, soon, tomorrow maybe, rather, when I have decided which house mods I really want to install, and I'm gonna have to sort them out quite aggressively, because there's tons of house mods that I like, but that might not be suitable. Like some of Corana's, the seaside cottage is just adorable. Rose cottage, also love it. Not so much the big tree outside, that's a bit of an eyesore. And then generate the start location. Making that an optional download. Like, by the way, we've installed this. If you want to start in a random house mod, there you go. You dread the day you're gonna go back to playing Morrowind. Come on, it can't be that bad. Do you rather dread the day where you have to update your mods and then finally realize that you're updating so many mods that you might as well redo the whole install? That's more like something to dread. Probably could done dynamically with Lua. You could add mods to a whitelist that would allow you to spawn to any cell from the ESP. Yes. You think that's something you'd like to code? Because I'm really happy doing the research, you know, going through the house mods, getting the cell and the location where the player could spawn. I'm very happy to, you know, do the grunt work, but to make it Lua, I would definitely need help. You're not a Lua Mensa. Well, become one. I kind of like that idea. You know what? I'm going to You fly. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna hunt you down live in front of the internet. How about that? Is that what you call a... Well, I don't want to say the word. I don't want to get banned. Death of a fly. Live. Probably need to do a fresh install. That's probably the best way. There was a bad base deleveler. Yes, also. And I've used that. Then Operator Jack did one as well. That I haven't... No. That I haven't used successfully. But I'll talk to Abbott first, because, you know, his mod gave me the idea. My favorite, hey Denina, welcome. Denina, I saw you talking about mods, installing mods, and I was thinking, ooh, she's playing Morrowind again. That made me happy. Or maybe just thinking of playing it, or maybe just installing things. That made me happy anyway. Yes. Would you like that? I'll talk to Abbott and ask him if, you know, the thing is, this is an old mod. I don't think he's ever published it on the Nexus. It's on his website. It could be that he doesn't use it anymore, and you know how it is when you have a mod, like updating a mod is one thing, but updating a mod that you personally don't play or don't play anymore is kind of meh. But I like this a lot. Wish Emo2 could set itself up to an already installed Morrowind directory. That would help me a lot. What do you mean? Oh, like, but hang on. You can. For example, I have... Do I still have? Yeah, I have my Morrowind Indie. I can hook up Emo2 to this install, and it's gonna say that all of these are not managed by Emo2, but Emo2 would list them and launch them normally. So you can, unless you mean like to do something quite specific that that I'm not thinking of right now. But if you do, it's gonna put these plugins as unmanaged, but they'll be there, they'll be installed. Will it let you... It probably won't let you look at them, because here I have just this one. Yeah, I can't double click and take a look what is there. Yeah, that's it. It says, well, it's a plugin, okay? That's all I know. Indeed you are. That's good news. That's really good news. Where are you? Are you on the installing mod phase? Thinking of a character phase? Playing phase? The playing phase is completely optional. It happens maybe much later. Still not gonna use it. You mean MO2 in general? I like that. Even if I don't find a Luamencer who's you know, hyped with the idea, I think I can still, I mean, I can do that. I can do that on my own, where I can install all the house mod that I think are worth playing, and generate the file and go through it to make sure that everything in there is acceptable. Like, for example, just make a mod where you start in a random inn. Not make a mod, make the list where you start either in a random house or in a random inn. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. What is this playing thing? What do you mean? Calendar? Don't care if you complain, Null. To be fair, it took me a while. Like, I tried MO2 a long time ago and I felt that it was so slow. And for some things, it really is quite slow. For example, enabling and disabling a plugin from here, it takes forever. So I still do that in Rymash. I still use Rymash, clearly you can see. But for the downloading mods, installing them, selecting which elements of the mods you want to install or not, this is so much better, and it keeps track of what is doing what. I really like this tab, for example, where if you I don't know, you say rat and it's going to list everything that has the word rat. Say there's going to be a texture probably somewhere, and it tells me what is the mod that last modifies that. And for troubleshooting, this is priceless. Like, you see your rats are bugged, you go there, you find and say, okay, these rat textures, they all come from intelligent textures, however this other mod changes this thing and that thing. Really good for troubleshooting. I'm being sarcastic. I was like, what is the the play? Sorry, Galindo. That's me. There's a question and I always try to answer it. Like, sarcasm? Pop culture references? I don't get those. I never do. It's sad. It's better to laugh about it rather than be sad about it. All right. Straight 3 hours. Clearly you are not a smoker. I'm really not a smoker. No. Oh, you mean because I can still talk? It's fine. It's fine. It does get rough when I do a 12-hour stream. It gets a little rough, so especially at the end. I am in the testing mod phase while I wait for Alpha to update afresh. That's something I'm gonna have to add to the quest mods. Then there's the issue of setting it up to keep track of mod from mod history. How is that an issue, Glisp? It's not more complicated than with Rymash. You say, here's the archive, install it. That works the same way. It is faster to install manually, and manually works great if you know the mods and you go, okay, from this one I'm not installing this file, that file, and that file. But that's not the case of most people. Like, to install manually, you have to really understand modding, which most of us here do. You also have to know what is in the folders quite a bit. And I realized that with the white background, you can't even see the chat. That's sad. Here people, readable chat for you. But you have to know what you're installing. Like, you have to be very well aware of, okay, this mod has replacer, plugin-less replacer for that texture, so I should install it after that one that also replaces vanilla textures, because I want this first mod to be the winning mod. Like, you have to, the order in which you install the mods is not changeable. Whereas here, I can install the mods in any order I want and then look at it and I go, oh wait, hang on. Intelligent textures definitely should be loaded after this or after that. And I can drag them up and down, which hang on, Rymash lets you do that, but obviously vanilla, once you've overwritten a vanilla texture and then another mod overwrites that with another texture, you can't go back, which you can do with this. I've been using manual for the longest time, to be honest, and the installing mod, the installer for Rymash, sometimes sometimes, very rarely, it crashes, but then it forgets everything. And that's very annoying. Installing MO2 is the way to go. then managing your plugins, I use Rymash. And even from Rymash, I can then run mlogs and test3 merge there. So I don't have to switch the programs, because you see, it takes a while. It always takes a while for MO2 to build. Oh, I already have a Rymash, of course. But it takes a while to build the virtual data file and everything. But then, you know, you hate having over 300 mods. Look at that. I'm only at 200. I'm only at 200. And that covers my core mods, my fixes, and some graphic mods. That's it. And I haven't installed, like, if you look at my downloaded files, I have a bunch of downloaded files. All those here that say download, not this one though, you can be hidden. All those are texture replacers that I'm wondering, do I say that they should be core? It's like you should install them or not. For example, Thickolo, Succulent Scarecrow, are they essential? I guess not. But then again, it doesn't hurt to install them. They are really prettier. So I don't know if I'm gonna add those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 23 mods to this already long list. Or if I make an extra section for, hey, if you want even more graphic replacers, go use those, they're good. I'm not sure. And this is only 200. I don't have any of the quest mod, town expansion mod, dungeon overhaul mods, dialogue mods. It's gonna be, MO2 should be more useful for texture replacers, I'm sure. It is. It really is, where you can say, for example, intelligent textures that I don't see right now, but it's there, I'm sure. There. Intelligent textures is only vanilla textures, right? I can go intelligent textures or revert back to vanilla. I can even have Morrowind enhanced textures there and enable one or the other. It does give you some flexibility, for sure. Then again, there's the fact, like, if you're used to doing manual, then install manually. Like, why change it if it's not broken, right? Especially when it only concerns you. It's your game, it's how you mod it, how you play it. So there. Okay, and so we were thinking Kajin, guys, it's 9 o'clock and I have done no modding and I have not really done anything for my mod list either. Just quick Kajin by Abbott, because I have the basic one plus regenerate file. If I make it with the file already generated though, then people will be, I think, happy enough to use it as an optional download. It's like, look, if you want random location, install that. Because non-cascade will criticize you for not using MO2. Nah. I mean, I know he says, and honestly, it's a lot better. It used to be so slow, and I was like, I can't. I just can't. Like, it used to be faster to use Rymash and manual. It's not anymore. It's not anymore because there's been some changes, and also because I'm used to using it now. Right. Then I want my birth sign mod and religion mod. Races respected mod. random mod, random names. I may try to use MO2 again just for the benefit of texture replacer since I use a lot. I remember the last time I tried, I couldn't get it to work. There's a bit of a, you know, steep learning curve. Like if you want at some point, if I'm online, just ping me and say, hey, I'm gonna look at MO2 and we can look at it together. Because it's just and there's also this tutorial right here. It's pretty good. It's not too long. It's like 10 minutes. The guy is quite clear. That's why I put it here. Like I got lazy. I said, look, watch this. And then my explanations are going to make so much more sense. That's how lazy I was. And it's true. I am. But, you know, just ping me. Because sometimes also it looks like you go like, okay, this is complicated. Let's just dive in, and that's pretty hard. All right, guys, it's actually 9 o'clock and I know I haven't done anything. Let's face it. I mean, I've started a mod. I've rediscovered an old mod. I have tested all the mods and decided to not use them. Yeah, we've done, I mean, we've talked and I've had a good time. I hope you also had a good time. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't play today. I did record a lot of episodes. So there's that, they're coming up. And as I was saying earlier, I feel like I want to do permadeath again, but to do permadeath again, I need to finish this, which means that I need to finish this, which means that every time I see a mod and I go, no, it's not how I want it, I'm gonna update a mod or make a mod, and then I can put it in my guide. So it's gonna take a long time. But I must say I'm pretty pleased with this, and I'm going to copy. I would be really thankful if you could give me some feedback on that list for now. It's not complete, and I've tried to make it very clear the things that you really need, the things that I really like, but you don't have to use. Yeah, take a look and let me know. Or if there's like a mod and you go like, how come this mod is not here? I do have a page here about missing mods, and there's already quite a few. Basically, as I go, oh, I want this one, and then I go, no, it goes here. And I haven't done quests, dialogues, dungeon, landscape, cities, factions, gameplay. I haven't done any of those. But yeah, if you take a look and let me know. I mean, if you want to compliment, go ahead, I can take it. But mostly, if you have some feedback, I'd love to hear it. Right, we're going to call it a day or a night for me, guys. Thank you so much for spending time watching me not even mod. Not even mod. I'll see you next week. I don't know what we're going to do next week. I can't promise you anything. We'll try to play something. Try, okay? Until then, have a good time, enjoy what's left of your Sunday, and I see you next week. Bye, guys.
Love is in the air.
About the moon and star, come to me through fire and war. Oh, oh, come Nerevar, come and look upon the heart, upon the heart. Oh, lay down your weapons, it is not too late for my mercy. Oh, oh, come and look upon the heart, upon the heart. Oh, 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 I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. I'm a god. How can you kill a god? Shame on you, sweet Nerevar. I'm a god. I'm a god. I'm a god, god. I'm a god. I'm a god. I'm a god. About the moon and star, come to me through fire and war. Oh, oh, come Nerevar, come and look upon the heart, upon the heart. Oh, lay down your weapons, it is not too late for my mercy. Oh, oh, come and look upon the heart, upon the heart. Oh, 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 I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. I'm a god. How can you kill a god? Shame on you, sweet Nerevar. I'm a god. I'm a god. I'm a god, god. I'm a god. I'm a god. I'm a god. No recall or intervention can work in this place. There is no escape. No recall or intervention can work in this place. There is no escape. No recall or intervention can work in this place. There is no escape. No recall or intervention can work in this place. There is no escape. Oh, I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. I'm a god. How can you kill a god? Shame on you, sweet Nerevar. I'm a god. I'm a god. I'm a god, god. I'm a god. I'm a god. I'm a god.